Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Clock stops for just a moment. There is a member of the Syracuse Orange who is shaken up. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Wormley. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Right back to the well. And he's in! Touchdown, Bobcats!
Well, the offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Inside, it's Johnson. Makes it past the marker. At midfield, he's got room. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
That's reeled in. It's Stokes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Makes the pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That's a really great play by the defender, and we obviously know the defense gave up a ton of points there last time out. The coaching staff told us, David, they wanted to be more aggressive this game, and here you go. The opening drive of the game, great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, swatting it away, and trying to send a message to the offense.
Well, and sometimes the defenders, they're trying to make plays. They're trying to catch it, and a lot of times because of that, they misjudge the football. I like knocking it down, making sure the receiver doesn't catch it. They were challenged all week about a negative performance a week ago. Good to see them come out early with some energy and making some plays.
Syracuse operating with a fresh set of downs after that last completion. Throwing Raiola. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the score.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Pryor. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Running inside. It's Wormley. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Give to the running back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Going to the ground. Can't get him to the ground. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Raiola. Rushes on him. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
And making a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wormley. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast. Get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted it. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Here's Raiola to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. This is a designed run. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. At the end of quarter one, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Oh, they're after him. Blasted as he lets it go.
You just want to find a way to affect the QB, and the defense does a great job getting to the quarterback, hitting him as he throws the football. Not only does it make that throw bad, in the future now, the quarterback's taking a few hits and makes him a little bit more unsure of himself.
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Slips through the line, out of bounds at the 40, and quite a return to set up the offense here. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Finds some fresh air, picks up the first down. There he goes to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Texas State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they did tack on the extra point. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Here's Raiola to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting them fourth.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And guys, that 3-ball has us all tied up here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throwing Raiola. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Raiola. That's caught. It's Moore. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They'll try the counter. Maybe a crease. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Trying play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wormley. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Raiola unloads it left. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Complete. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Here comes the heat. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard, you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit and pressure on the quarterback.
Fires to the right. Finds a man by himself. They finally get him down, but the explosive play has them set up as we get set for the final 2 minutes of the half. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Motion from the wideout. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Raiola to the air again. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Might be changing the route. Trying to convert the third down. Here's Raiola. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Got a little grass. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Bobcats want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play, and nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The run inside, it's Wormley, and he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. On target. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Evans. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Now improvising. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down.
Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Texas State!
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Running inside, it's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. The 40, past the 30, 10, and he scores! Touchdown, Orange!
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with a look at North Carolina taking on the UConn Huskies. And it's the Tar Heels looking to make it 3 straight victories.
The ball pops out on the return. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here at the first drive of the second half.
Yeah.
There's some room. Touchdown, Bobcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. That's caught. It's Johnson. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Brought down by the defense as he barreled forward for a pickup of 9.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Here's Raiola to throw. He's going for it all. Makes the catch down the right side. Touchdown, Cuse. That one will give them the lead. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Look out, he's got room. Got enough for the 1st. Running free. He's at the 40. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front 7 even get a finger on that guy.
After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Finding some room, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, no incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. That drive, a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He stopped right at the 35, almost found a little room for a big return, but they get him on the ground right there. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Raiola to throw. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. Syracuse mere inches away from a third down conversion. Back to pass, it's Mack. Complete. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Might have a chance. Got enough for the first. He is in! Touchdown, Syracuse! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll bring it out. It's Pryor. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wormley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Every quarterback in football at every level will see ghost. If you hit him, if you make him uncomfortable, and he knows you're coming time after time again, good things don't happen usually at the quarterback spot.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Has to get there to move the sticks. Could be an alley. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
You know, the risk on defense on 4th and short, putting all those guys close to the line of scrimmage, is that if the offense creases you, it's going to be an explosive play, and that's exactly what happened. They weren't able to stay in all of their gaps, and the offense breaks off an explosive run on 4th and short.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Caught, and he's got room. The 10. Touchdown, Bobcats. Rolled his way into the end zone.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. The run inside. It's Johnson. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Looking down the middle. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
From the gun on third down, Raiola. Working that left side now. At the 40, there he goes. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Orange. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Pryor. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Running inside, it's Wormley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their sophomore defensive tackle. They're very high on his future. Howie Rowe will get us up to date on how he's doing. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They're working that left side. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Throws to the tight end. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Nothing you can do about that on defense. That's just an outstanding one-handed grab by the tight end.
And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wormley. There's a little room there. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Looking for a gap. It's Burgess. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the break, and it's Syracuse on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They go back to work in the final period of this one. behind the line. It's Evans. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out more space.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. Finds a man on the left. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-goal situation from the 8. From the red zone, it's Burgess. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Firing to the right, complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch, that time the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
And he got it! And they get a little closer here late in the game.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. You kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pulls it in down the sideline. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Maybe some room here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cuse. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Makes it past the marker.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Right back to the well. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Bobcats headed quickly to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Got his man out of the backfield. There he goes. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Obvious thinking here. Get the two-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Out of the gun, looking to throw. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Austin Mack. The short hands, it's Moore. Breaks into the open. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today?
Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Got a lot of room to the right. The 40, at the 30. He's at the 10, and in for the score. What a turn is that? The lead. Oh, man, the defense has just turned this game upside down with that score.
Dude, just take matters into your own hands. Like, I'll take care of this. I'm not even going to take this. I'm going to score points. I'm going to try to go ahead and ice this game away. Defense is still going to have to come back on the field, but unbelievable job just taking matters into its own hands.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Mack from the gun on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Pryor. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Syracuse. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Burgess. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Bobcats want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down, and they got to get aggressive.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. What a grab, just beat the coverage. And the Bobcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going for it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Down in the end zone. The big play there, and the defense gets the stop. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation.